Hey guys, it's Janine. Welcome to my channel. I am going to be doing my makeup for you guys today using Maskcara Beauty. For those of you who don't know, I am a Maskcara Beauty independent artist and I'm obsessed. Basically, Maskcara Beauty is a totally revolutionary way to do your makeup through using highlight and contour as your foundation. It is all cream-based makeup. They're fully customizable palettes. This is actually a pretty large palette, but you could start out with something smaller, and you could do your whole face with literally just 4 colors if you wanted to. And basically it's highlight, contour, lip and cheek, illuminator, bronzer. But yeah, so I am going to show you how I do my makeup with this amazing, fully customizable palette. And if you are interested in finding out what your perfect colors would be, just click on the link in the description box, take my color match quiz, and there's no obligation. I simply will just tell you what colors would be best for your skin tone. And then when and if you're ready, you can just shop my site. There's no gimmicks, there's no memberships or anything like that. Free shipping, $14 per color. If you buy at least 4 colors, you get a free compact. So it really is awesome. Anyway, stay tuned and I'm gonna do my makeup. So I'm gonna start by putting these little clips in my hair. These clips are great because you can pull back your hair and it won't leave it creased. So I got these off Amazon. I will link them down below. I am gonna do some eyeshadows. So I have already moisturized my skin. Now I'm gonna start actually first with Stay Spray, which this is like Prep and Prime from MAC. It's similar to that, but this is from Maskcara Beauty and it's called Stay. I put it on the Maskcara Beauty Perfector sponge and then just prep my skin. This will kind of keep your makeup in place all day and just gives you a nice little starting point. Then I'm going to go in with some eyeshadows. Now, all the eyeshadows with mascara are very pigmented, easily blendable. And since I have like a larger palette, I put my eyeshadows on the bottom, and these are the ones I use most often. So I am going to start with eyeshadow. I like to start with eyeshadow before my face. I think it's a personal preference thing. So this is the eyeshadow everything brush. All of the mascara brushes are dual-ended. And I love this brush for eyeshadow. It's basically all I use for eyeshadow is just this one brush. I will link all of the specific colors that I'm using down below. So, because I'm not sure, I'll have to look after because I'm not sure what they are. The colors are on the bottom. So here is my palette. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet. Okay. I'm going to go in with this color. Just a simple, really simple look today. And I just kind of, you know, makeup does not have to be hard, you guys. I am going to be 44 on Tuesday. Not a like trained makeup artist by profession, but my love of these products has made me just enjoy applying makeup so much more than I ever have. The eyeshadows go on so easily, and they blend so easily. So a little trick I like to do to make your eyes appear larger and just nice and bright and open is, you know, put the eyeshadow on past like the eye area. And the reason why I like to do my eyeshadow first is because then I can kind of clean this outside area up, which I will show you when I get there. So now that I've got that color on, I will go in with a deeper color in the crease. I just flip the brush around and I am going to use this color right here. Actually, I'm going to go with a little bit darker. I'm going to use this darker color right here, so that I can do, so you guys can see it a little bit better. So I do like a V shape in my outer corner, and then I just go into the crease. And again, these shadows blend amazingly. So I'm going to do the other side. And then I actually go in with something lighter on the lid. Today I'm going to go in with this shimmery color right here on my lid. I'm just going to clean off my brush a little bit. This is like one of those transfer sponges. I'll link this too. It was like on Amazon, super cheap. And I'm going to use the small side of the brush and just tap this onto my lid. That's really pretty. I don't go too crazy, guys. Like I said, I'm not like a makeup artist necessarily. I just love mascara, so it got me into it, you know. Now I'm going to just blend all of these colors a little bit better together with that fluffy side of the brush again. And then I'm going to just take a lighter color. I'm just going to clean off the brush with the transfer sponge again. And the key is just to keep things really simple. So I'm going to use this brighter color just to touch the brow line a little bit, but keep things very simple. You don't need a million brushes. You can just keep, and these, you could just keep flipping the brush around because that's how amazing these products are. So that is it for most of my eyes. I'll finish them up after I do my face, but now I'm going to get started on my face. So this is where the magic happens, you guys. These products are amazing. This brush is called the secondHAC brush. Like I said, all of the brushes are dual-ended. I'm going to use this side to apply like my all-over foundation color. So when you get color matched, I'm always going to give you two colors, and our foundation is actually called highlights. So don't get confused. They are all called highlights, different shades of highlight. So this is the color I'm using right here. It's the darker of the two that I typically use. And this is what I refer to as like my all over foundation color. And as I apply it, you will see how the coverage is buildable and it will just neutralize any redness. And the key is to put the thinnest layer on that you are comfortable with. You know, you don't want your makeup to be cakey. These products are not cakey at all. You just need a thin little layer until you feel good about how your skin looks. I'm going to avoid this area right in here because in a moment you'll see I use a brighter color there as the under eye brightener, concealer, whatever you want to call it. We call them highlights. So I'm just going to place a little here, but I'll also put brightener on my forehead as well. And I'm avoiding the areas where I'm going to place contour because you don't need to layer color on top of color. You just need to place the right colors in the right places. And as you can see, the coverage is really nice. It's starting to neutralize that redness that I have. And these makeups, this makeup doesn't settle into fine lines. It doesn't appear cakey. It doesn't feel heavy. It's very natural looking, but buildable. So if you want a lot of coverage, you can certainly build a lot of coverage. So once you feel good about that, you can move on to your brighter color. So I am happy with that coverage. Now I'm going to flip this brush around and I'm going to use this side to apply a brighter color. This is going to be placed in the under eye area, and basically this color is going to draw the light in. I love a bright under eye. I also love to clean up my eyeshadow with this, so I will angle it upward, clean that up, and just make it nice and bright. And I have mature skin. Like I said, I'm almost 44 now. And I've always loved a bright under eye. But when you have mature skin, you have to be really careful with certain products. I used to use Tarte Shape Tape. And it would settle into my fine lines so bad that I always had to kind of like wipe it off after. It just didn't work. So you basically create like a pie shape. under here, bring this up. So I'm going to blend all of these colors later, but then I also like to place the under eye brightener on my forehead, just like in the center, and kind of like bring it out. You can also carve out your eyebrows with this. Mine are microbladed, so they don't require a lot of work. And you can bring it down the center of your face and the center of your chin. Is going to draw the light in, and I haven't blended any of this yet. I will blend it. It's very easy to blend. But I'm going to put some contour on first. So this is the brush called the Detailed Hack. Again, dual-ended. This is a great brush for applying contour. So I am going to put my contour on. Contour is a very ashy color. It's not warm. It's meant to create shadows. A lot of people mistake contour and bronzer. They're two different things. The bronzer is going to go on top of your shadows, and you're still going to see the shadows. So these colors are so easy to blend. You can't mess this up. I start at the top of the ear and bring it down, just kind of carve out my cheekbones. Nice little carving. Then I also like to put some on my forehead, kind of like minimize my forehead a little bit. Basically anywhere that you want to create shadows or minimize, bring it in. That is what contour is doing. It's creating shadows on your face. And again, you're going to blend that out. I also like to put it in my temple and my jawline. And the neck. So when you feel good about that placement, then you can blend it out. I'm still going to contour my nose, but I like to blend this stuff out first before I get to that. So by blending it out, I'm grabbing that other brush that I placed my all over foundation color, and I'm just basically going to swirl lightly wherever two colors join, because you want to just minimize or get rid of harsh lines, but you don't want to remove the product. And the products blend so easily that you have to be careful not to overblend. A lot of beginners, they make two mistakes. They use too much product, leaving too much on their face, and then they also blend all that product away and have to reapply it. So try not to overblend. You can always blend some more when you're all done. But I feel pretty good about this now. Now I'm going to place some lip and cheek. All of their lip and cheek colors are universal. You can use them for anything, even eyeshadow or color correcting blemishes. I'm going to use this brush, and you don't have to use all these brushes. You could literally do your whole face with one brush if you wanted to, but I wanted to have a chance to explain to you about their brushes. So this is the B squared brush, or the blush bronzer brush. It's got a nice fluffy end on one side and a more dense end on the other. I love this brush for lip and cheek, for cheek and bronzer. So I'm just going to use this smaller, more dense side to place some of the lip and cheek. It's also a cream color. And I place it right on top of the contour, so right above where my contour is. And then I flip it around and do a little blending. See how pretty that is? I also use that color on my lips. I love that color. So now that is placed, I'm going to do my nose contour for you guys. So I love nose contour. You can literally reshape your nose. This is the most amazing nose contour brush. It is called the Blend and Tap brush. I use the rounder end for my under eye brightener. This is the brighter of the two colors that I used on my face. And I am going to create a line or make a line down the center of my nose with that bright color. This is going to draw the light into the center of my nose. And then you can kind of take this up in between the eyebrows. And again, you're going to blend this stuff out, guys, so don't panic. It's going to look crazy at first. Promise. So then I flip the brush around and I've got a more straight side. I am going to use the contour color that I used here to make a line on either side of my nose. And I'm going to do the other side. And then I like to bring it down here. And then I also like to just touch the, right in this curve to like, so it's coming from your eyebrow a little bit. So it's not like just coming from nowhere. I love the way that looks. And then I do one other thing. I like to just sweep it across at the tip because I like to make it look like my nose pops up a little bit so it doesn't look so long and straight. And then I will blend all of this out in a bit. So now I've got this end of this detailed hack brush. This is what I use to place my contour. And you could blend it out with this brush too. I mean, this is kind of like personal preference stuff, but I'm just going to blend it out. So there's no harsh lines there where you placed that contour. And then I like to tap in the bright color. Okay, so now I'm going to put some bronzer on. So I love this bronzer. It is called the Bella Bronzer. It's a cream, but goes on powdery. It just gives you like a really pretty filtered finish. And you basically can put the bronzer everywhere that you have the contour, but it's not the same. Just going to give you a really pretty bronzy glow. And then I also like to sweep it on my Illuminator as well. Now remember, these palettes are fully customizable, so whatever you want in your palette, and they can be much smaller than this. In fact, usually when I have people start out, to see if they love the makeup, I have them start out with 4 colors that fit into this little compact right here. And you get the compact for free when you buy 4 colors, $14 per color. And then I always recommend start with at least 1 brush. This is a really good starter brush, the secondHAC, because you can do your whole face with this brush. So that is it for that. I'm going to apply a lip. I always like to start with a nude base on my lips. This is KKW in Nude Zero. Then I'm going to apply Frenchie. I just put it on my finger usually. This is also what I wore on my cheeks. They have beautiful lip and cheek colors. This is my favorite kind of like go-to. So then also what you can do, it's a cool little trick if you want your bottom lip to pop a little bit. You can take your contour brush and dip it in the contour. And just apply a little bit just to make your bottom lip pop. You can even put a little right in between your Cupid's bow. Just give it a little pop. It's basically like contouring your lips. I want to show you something else I like to do to make my eyes pop. I get just a small, really small brush. This is the multitasker brush from Maskcara also. Again, all dual-ended. I take it, I dip it into my darker highlight color, so the all-over highlight color that I used on my face, and I just touch it into the waterline. Just ever so slightly, and it's just going to make your eyes pop. But it's not going to look too crazy, so it's not like putting white liner. I think that's a little too much. And it stays in there really well, and just see how it just brightened up my eyes. I love doing that. And then I like to finish off with a little smudging under the eye with some shadow. So first I take usually my crease color, and I will just kind of connect the top lid eyeshadow with the under eye. And then I also like to brighten up in here, the corner. And you could either use your under eye brightener, or you can put like a little bit of a shimmery shadow. I still have some under eye brightener on the tip of that from contouring my nose, so I'm just going to touch it in there. Just to kind of brighten up the eye. And then I will also touch the color I used on my brow to brighten up like my brow bone. I'm going to just touch that there too, just to shimmer it up a little bit. And that is pretty much it. So what I'd like to do after I'm all done is I take a damp perfector sponge. This is also from Maskcara Beauty, and this will make sure and pick up any excess makeup on your face. So if you were a little heavy-handed with the application, this is going to pick up any excess that's sitting on top of your skin, and it is what's going to prevent anything from settling into your fine lines. And then if you want to, maybe you're someone who has an oily T-zone and you like to set your makeup, because this is a very dewy finish, you can set your T-zone or set your face. This is the vanilla setting powder right in here. And this stuff lasts forever. And I will usually just a little bit tap it only where I need it, right? I'm only going to tap it into my T-zone right here. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to take out my little clips that hopefully didn't crease my hair. And that is it, you guys. Maskcara Beauty. So I'm obsessed with these products, obsessed. They're amazing. And I have really just rejuvenated my love of makeup since I started mascara. I got rid of all of my other makeup. It is all I use. Again, the palettes are fully customizable. Highly recommend trying it out. There's no gimmicks. There's no minimum order, free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. If you get the wrong color, you can swap it out within 60 days. I mean, like, it's amazing. So if you'd like a color match, just click on my link below in the description box and complete my color match quiz. I'll take a look at the answers to your questions. I will then send you an email with the colors that I feel like would be best for your skin, and then make some recommendations for like eyeshadows and things like that. But basically the most important reason why you need to do the color match quiz is because it's really hard to pick your foundation colors just by looking at the computer at the swatches. And that is what I'm trained in picking the right colors for you. So that's really the only reason you have to do the quiz. If you want to try to guess and then just swap out, you know, get a bunch and then just return the ones you don't want, that's okay too. But I think it's better just to kind of get an idea of what your colors should be by doing the quiz, but it's not required. So I'll also link just the website below if you just want to shop on your own. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you give this makeup a try and you like it and love it, and comment below if you already use it. I want to hear from you. Thank you so much.